January 2026. Brand new year just started. Meghan Markle thought she finally escaped her past. She's posting Netflix content, selling jam, acting like California sunshine erased everything. Then boom. Prince Andrew's latest scandal explodes. New Epstein Files drop, over 300,000 documents released by the US government. And buried in those files, a photograph nobody expected. It shows Prince Andrew lying across the laps of 5 different women at Sandringham House, the private royal estate. Ghislaine Maxwell standing right there watching. The women's faces are redacted, their identities hidden by US lawyers. And suddenly every single person on the internet starts asking the same question. Was Meghan at those yacht parties back in 2001? Because according to conspiracy theories circulating online, Andrew's connection to Epstein and Maxwell runs deep. Those yacht parties in Phuket, Thailand weren't just vacations according to speculation. They were networking events where powerful men allegedly met beautiful, ambitious women. And one name keeps appearing in online discussions about who attended: Meghan Markle. Here's what has the internet connecting dots. Marcus Anderson, Meghan's closest friend who introduced her to Prince Harry, was allegedly photographed on yachts with Andrew way back in 2001. Years before anyone knew Meghan existed. 15 years before he introduced her to Harry through Soho House. You starting to see how conspiracy theorists are connecting this. Let me break down what just happened according to online researchers. January 3, 2026, brand new Epstein Files dropped. That photograph of Andrew with 5 mystery women at the royal estate sent shockwaves through social media. Why hide their faces unless there's something to protect? Theorists ask. Unless those women have connections that would blow this scandal even wider. That's when Meghan's name started trending hard on Twitter and Reddit. Because if Andrew was partying with mystery women at the royal estate, online sleuths wonder what else was happening at those yacht parties nobody talks about. Now let me take you back to 2001, according to this conspiracy narrative. 25 years ago, Meghan Markle is allegedly a struggling actress, 20 years old, not famous, not connected. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew travels with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell to Phuket, Thailand for luxury yacht parties with exclusive guest lists. And here's where online theories get interesting. Kirby Summers, the woman who wrote an unauthorized biography of Ghislaine Maxwell, allegedly went on record claiming Meghan Markle was brought to that Phuket yacht party by Epstein and Maxwell themselves. Multiple photos from that yacht party circulated online, according to conspiracy forums. Pictures of women in swimsuits partying with powerful men. And people started comparing those photos to young Meghan. Similar hair, similar build, similar age. Meghan's supporters screamed it's not her, pointing out the legs look different and the face isn't clear enough. But here's the question conspiracy theorists keep asking. Why would Kirby Summers, who spent years researching Maxwell's networks, specifically name Meghan Markle? Internet researchers believe that's not random speculation. Here's the piece that makes conspiracy theorists' brains explode. Marcus Anderson, Meghan's closest friend for years. The Soho House guy who introduced Meghan to Prince Harry in 2016. According to online claims, photographs exist from 2001 showing a man believed to be Marcus Anderson on a yacht in Phuket, Thailand. Same time and place as Andrew's trip with Epstein and Maxwell. Let that sink in according to this theory. Marcus Anderson appears in photos from the exact yacht parties where Andrew, Epstein, and Maxwell were allegedly networking. 15 years before he introduces Meghan to Harry. So how does a Soho House director end up at yacht parties with British royalty back in 2001? Theorists ask. And here's the real question online researchers pose. If Marcus was connected to those circles back then, could Meghan have been introduced through him? Think about Marcus Anderson's job, according to conspiracy analysts. He's global membership director for Soho House. His entire career involves making strategic introductions, connecting the right people, facilitating relationships between ambitious individuals and wealthy, powerful people. That's professional networking at the highest level. And conspiracy theorists believe this is how elite networks actually operate. Let me walk you through a timeline using what online researchers claim are documented facts. 2001, Andrew parties with Epstein and Maxwell in Phuket. Marcus Anderson allegedly appears in photos from similar events. Meghan is 20, supposedly a struggling actress. 2004 to 2011, Meghan graduates, moves to LA with acting dreams. But according to conspiracy theories, somehow during these allegedly struggling years, Meghan starts traveling internationally. Photos exist of her on luxury boats at exclusive Monaco events, traveling to places most working actresses could never afford. On what money, theorists ask. Through what connections? Then boom. 2011, Meghan lands Suits, not through traditional auditions according to online claims, but through connections. 2016, she meets Harry through Marcus Anderson and Soho House. The same Marcus, who allegedly appears in yacht photos, with Andrew 15 years earlier. Conspiracy theorists see a pattern. Every major break in Meghan's life involves connections to wealthy, powerful men. Here's what has online conspiracy communities genuinely fascinated. It's not just about Andrew's behavior with Epstein, according to these theories. What interests them is the alleged connection between Andrew's network and Meghan's entry into the royal family. Because if Meghan met Andrew before Harry through the same networks Andrew was using, that changes everything according to this speculation. Think about how Meghan supposedly knew nothing about royal protocol, conspiracy theorists point out. How she acted shocked by everything. How she claimed the family gave her zero help. But what if she'd been around royalty for years before Harry? Theorists wonder. What if she met Andrew through Epstein and Maxwell's networks in 2001? What if she studied how that world operated for over a decade before landing Harry? That would mean everything she told Oprah was performance according to this theory. And here's why online researchers believe that scenario terrifies the palace. If Meghan had connections to Andrew's world before Harry, she allegedly knows secrets. She knows who was at those parties. She knows what happened. That's leverage according to conspiracy theorists. That's why the palace can't just cut her off even though William allegedly wants her gone. Let me tell you what conspiracy theorists believe Meghan is panicking about right now. It's not the photos that already circulated from Phuket. Those got dismissed as maybe her, maybe not. What online communities speculate she's terrified of is what else might exist in Epstein's files that haven't been released yet. Those 300,000 documents in January, that's allegedly not everything. Epstein documented everything according to reports. He kept photos, videos, records of everyone who came through his network. If Meghan was at those yacht parties according to this theory, documentation exists sitting in government files right now. That's why Meghan stays absolutely silent about all these claims according to conspiracy analysts. She won't deny them, won't address them, won't sue anyone. Because denying opens her up to someone producing proof, theorists believe. Staying silent is her only safe move. But that silence, while Andrew's scandal explodes, looks guilty to everyone watching according to online discussions. Go back to Kirby Summers, the Maxwell biographer. According to conspiracy theories, she spent years researching Ghislaine's networks, and after all that research, she connected Meghan to those Phuket parties. Online researchers believe that's not casual gossip. Summers also allegedly highlighted Marcus Anderson as the connector, specifically calling him out as someone who linked these networks going back to 2001. If Marcus was the bridge between Andrew's world and Meghan's introduction to Harry according to this theory, that's the smoking gun conspiracy theorists are looking for. Remember back in June, according to online claims, reports surfaced that Ghislaine Maxwell has documentation on Meghan. A document supposedly detailing her activities during those mystery years before Suits. That story disappeared fast from mainstream media. But the claim was Maxwell told people she has proof according to conspiracy forums. Maxwell's in prison for 20 years. Her life is over. But information about powerful people is valuable currency even behind bars, theorists speculate. What if Maxwell really does have documentation? What if she's waiting for the right moment to release it? And what if Andrew's latest scandal is making Maxwell think now's the perfect time according to this theory? Because if Maxwell releases proof that Meghan was working those networks, Meghan's entire authentic brand explodes according to online speculation. Netflix drops her. Corporate partners run. The lifestyle empire collapses overnight. That's the nightmare conspiracy theorists believe is keeping Meghan awake at night. Here's something that breaks conspiracy theorists' hearts in this narrative. Harry might genuinely have no idea about any of this according to online discussions. He might actually believe Meghan was just an innocent actress who happened to meet him through friends. Think about how Meghan presented herself according to this theory. Sweet, kind, knew nothing about royal life, needed his protection, played the victim perfectly. Harry fell for it completely according to conspiracy speculation. Left his entire family, burned every bridge, walked away from royal duties. But what if William and Charles tried to warn him? Theorists wonder. What if they had information about Meghan's connections to Andrew's world? What if they questioned her background, and Harry refused to listen? That would make Harry the biggest fool in modern royal history, according to this narrative. Defending lies, sacrificing everything for calculated deception. And if the truth comes out now, if proof emerges connecting Meghan to Andrew and those yacht networks, conspiracy theorists believe Harry's world shatters. Here's what fascinates online researchers most. Buckingham Palace has not said one single word defending Meghan against yacht allegations. Not once, ever. When false stories come out about royals, the palace issues denials. But on Meghan yacht allegations, complete radio silence. Conspiracy theorists ask, why? If the allegations were totally false, the palace would say so according to this logic. Their silence tells online communities they either know something or suspect something they can't prove. That palace silence speaks louder than any denial ever could according to conspiracy analysts. So where does this end according to online predictions? More Epstein Files will be released. More documents, more photos, more evidence about who was in those networks. And eventually, something concrete will emerge connecting Meghan to Andrew's world before Harry, conspiracy theorists believe. Maybe it's a photo that's clearly her. Maybe it's testimony from someone who was there. Maybe it's documentation Maxwell releases. But something will surface according to this theory. These things always do. And when that happens according to online speculation, Meghan's victim narrative collapses completely. The woman who claims she survived racism gets exposed as someone who strategically climbed elite networks to land a prince. The authentic lifestyle brand becomes a joke. Everything she built burns. Harry will be left picking up pieces according to this scenario. His family won't take him back after everything he said. His marriage will probably implode. The monarchy will survive because institutions always survive. But the damage from letting someone like Meghan marry in will take decades to repair according to conspiracy theorists. The question online communities are asking isn't whether Meghan has secrets connecting her to Andrew and those yacht networks. The question is when those secrets finally destroy everything she built. Andrew's photos leaked. The internet is asking questions. Kirby Summers allegedly made her claims. Marcus Anderson's connection is being discussed online. The timeline doesn't add up according to conspiracy theorists. And Meghan's terrified silence while chaos swirls, that's not innocence according to online speculation. That's someone who knows exactly what she's hiding and praying it stays buried forever. But secrets never stay buried, conspiracy theorists believe. Not when they involve royalty and social climbers who played the game better than anyone expected. Whether these theories hold any truth or not, one thing is certain. The questions aren't going away. And in the court of public opinion, silence often speaks louder than any explanation ever could.